Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host Airsoft Al. It's a little early in the morning, I know. It is Saturday. This is when I promised I'd do the drawing and the filming of this sucker, so here's the deal. For those of you who don't know, the 1K upload contest was my way of giving back to my community and of course my fellow YouTubers. And let me tell you now, it was a hell of a race. There were a lot of entries that actually came in, not over our Discord, but for some reason over Facebook, which was very interesting, but either way. I looked through them, I scoured through them, I now have them in the helmet to draw, and let me tell you now, I'm going to be doing this blindfolded so that way I don't immediately think, because I decide, oh hey yeah, I'm going to use this marker here to do that. So, either way, let's go ahead and get the drawing done. Oh, and the consolation, of course, and the thing, also for those of you who did enter but did not win, don't worry, I will be doing a shout out, I'll be doing a runner-up video saying here's the runner-up, here's who didn't win the contest, but I still suggest you go check them out, and I'm going to do it kind of like a reaction video style, kind of give critiques about their video, but either way, I'm stalling the drawing process. Alright, I can't see a damn thing. Okay, so, here we go. And the winner of the 1K upload contest is Sean the Collector! Come on down! Before we get to his video, of course, I just want to say congratulations to everyone who actually entered in the contest. I want to say thank you to everyone who actually did enter in the contest. But yeah, John the Collector, you're now a member of the Airsoft Al family, so to those of you who haven't seen John before, you're about to see his video, and if you excuse me while the video plays, I'm going to make sure he signs some contractually obligated contracts. See you in a bit.
Hello and welcome. Today I'll be taking a look at the East German M56 Stahlhelm. The M56 Stahlhelm started production in 1956 to replace the M54 series of helmets, which was a standard issue helmet for the Kaiserniet Volkspolizei, which stands for Barrack People's Police, or KVP as it's more commonly known as. The KVP was the predecessor to the NVA, or Nationale Volksarmee, which stands for the National People's Army, but with the founding of the NVA in 1956, a new, more efficient helmet was needed, which would lead to the adoption of the M56 helmet for the NVA. Although the M56 was produced by East Germany, the shell of the helmet actually dates back to the Third Reich. The predecessor to the M56 helmet was the M1944 helmet, first designed in 1942 by the Institute for Defense Technical Materials Science in Berlin. It was designed to have a sloped shape to have better deflection capabilities than the M35 series of helmets, similar to the T-34 armor. It would go through many designs over the span of World War II. The helmet was rejected by Adolf Hitler for not being the traditional Stahlhelm shape. I could see how this was a concern for him, since many people nowadays call out the shape of the helmet on East German marching videos, and since Hitler was very big on intimidation, the M56 helmet would not do as good of a job as the M35 series of helmets. The helmet design would be left in the dust until the formation of the DDR, where it would be revived as the M1954 helmet, and later the M56 helmet. There were many versions of the M56 helmets, the Army variants being the M56, which had a M31 type liner, the M56/66, which had a updated leather liner with foam and a plastic skeleton suspension, and the M56/76, which was a completely rivetless shell with the same liner from the M56/66. The M56 could also be fitted with a stitched-on helmet cover for additional camouflage. There was also a motorcyclist variant, which had a liner more suited to a motorcyclist. The M56 service life would be from 1956 to 1990, where it would be replaced by the West German M62 Stahlhelm for all East German soldiers transitioning to the Bundeswehr. The helmet would also see use by Croatian fighters in the Yugoslav wars, which can be identified with a Croatian emblem on the front of the helmet, and is also in use by the Afghan National Army for rear-line troops. Fun fact, many people often say that the M56 helmet looks like a Vietnamese rice farmer hat, but in the Vietnam War, East Germany actually supplied the North Vietnamese Army and the Viet Cong with M56 Stahlhelms. Hey guys, it's John, and here I have the M56 helmet for you guys. So, since I've already gone over the history, and I imagine you guys know the history of it already, because before this, I'm gonna get straight into this review. But before I do, this video may or may not be on Airsoft Al's channel, depending if who wins the whole thing that he has with the 1K upload thing. So, if my video does make it up there, then if you're watching from Airsoft Al's channel, hello and welcome. If you're watching from my channel, hello and welcome. So here's the M56 helmet for you guys. Let's get straight into this. As you can see, it is a field gray color, like the World War II German helmets before it. Mine actually has a knit on it, which is quite nice. Always glad to have an extra thing to my helmet. As you can see, it has the sloped shape, which again helps with lower caliber threats and shrapnel. Now, this helmet, I really do like this as a collectible piece. It's a very, very nice helmet. I really do like the history of it and everything like that. But when it comes in practice, when it comes to actual usage, this is a very smartly designed, when it comes to the shell, smartly designed shell. But in practice, the helmet sort of really sucks. And I'll get into that here in a second. But as a collectible piece, it's really nice. So, give you a full view of all the sides. And as you can see, it has the skirt here, reminiscent of World War II German helmets. But the thing is, how the liner works, oh, sorry about that, how the liner works, it sort of gets rid of all the positives of having a German-style skirt, so you'll see what I mean in a second. So here's the chin straps, your regular East German belt chin strap, has and your ears go through the sides here. Pretty standard, I'm sure you guys all know how it works by now. You undo it like a belt, so let me undo it for you guys here. So again, I really do like this helmet as a collectible piece, but the East Germans sort of did a very dumb move when they made the liner for this. The liner itself is very good for what it's supposed to do, but it's not really that good when it comes to matching with the shell. So I'll let you guys know what I mean by that. So first off, if you notice a bit of rust, it's it's old. So, and I was planning on buying this as a combat helmet, so obviously combat helmets will sort of be like this. So mine is also an M56/66 because of the rivets right here. But the thing is, if this is the date, it's sort of off dated because it's dated 62, and as the name suggests, the 66s were obviously made 1956 or 66. So don't know what's up with that. Maybe the collector name's wrong. Anyhow, here's the liner, 6-fingered leather liner, reminiscent of the German ones from World War II, but doesn't have any relief cuts in the tongues. There's string to keep it all together, and as you can see, there is a plastic skeleton suspension here, as well as foam. And I have to say, this liner is very, very good for shock dispersion, if that's the correct term, because that's how it was designed. So as you can see, it doesn't come in contact with the shell, so it really gets rid of a lot of shock that would have been transferred over if the shell was the liner was directly attached to the body of the helmet or shell. But the problem is the way it's designed, as you can see, it's sort of suspended and it's really downwards. So when it's on your head, it really puts the head at a high angle, which gets rid of which basically, as you can see, your ears are supposed to go through here. So having the skirt here doesn't help anymore with protection of the ears and the back of the head, which I thought was extremely dumb, because if you're gonna have the skirt, might as well give you extra protection, because it already gives you protection from the front with the slope, and might as well give you some more protection to the ears and the back of the head. But how this is designed, it really doesn't do that, which I thought was sort of really dumb, because it had the potential to be like one of the best steel helmets out there, but the liner sort of lets it down. If they could have designed it with the liner sort of more inwards, with it being still suspended, this would have been an excellent helmet, because you get the bonuses of the sloped armor as well as the bonuses of the skirt from the World War II German helmets. But unfortunately, it doesn't do that, which I thought it sucked. But oh well, it was designed that way. So, but the liner was still pretty good though, for what it is. I mean, very comfortable. Has foam in the front and back for added comfort. But the thing is, it's just really poorly designed when it comes to it working in conjunction with the helmet itself. So that was basically the M56. Nothing too special about it. Most of you guys know the ins and outs of this helmet, because it's a very, very common collector's piece. So again, it really had the potential to be a really good helmet, but it was sort of let down by the liner. But it's still an extremely nice collection piece. I really do like the history of this helmet, which is one of the reasons why I bought this, because the history is just absolutely amazing, which you guys probably know already. But in actual usage, not the best helmet in the world. The design is extremely good, but the coverage isn't that good on it. So if you're planning on using this for combat for some reason, first off I would go with the Kevlar helmet, and if you were to go with a helmet that would give you good coverage and protection, I would go with the Bulgarian M36. But anyhow, I'm sort of going off on a rant here. That was basically the review of the M56 style helmet. It's pretty okay. My helmet, the liner sort of bugs me, but it's okay. Definitely a very good collection piece. If someday these helmets will probably get rare, not too sure though. They seem to be pretty common, pretty cheap too. But that's basically it. So I'll give it about a 7 out of 10 because of the liner. But overall, it's not a half bad helmet for a collection piece. But you know, most of these steel helmets are just supposed to be collectible, so I can't really rant too much about that. So yeah, that was my review on the M56 steel helmet, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.